Rock here again. Over the last several weeks, I discussed establishing the foundation of your cyber risk management program using the first two guiding principles of COSO, which are governance and culture, and strategy and objective setting. So this week, we'll move on to the third guiding principle, which is performance. As a reminder, COSO has 5 guiding principles: governance and culture, strategy and objective setting, performance, review and revision, information, communication, and reporting. Performance concentrates on how organizations evaluate risk while still executing strategy and achieving their business goals. In this context, performance isn't anything you don't already know. Businesses are increasing their dependence on technology, and digital transformation initiatives are just accelerating that dependency. As such, the digital threat landscape continues to grow, and that means that the likelihood that an organization will suffer a cyber incident that materially impacts their operations, their financials, their reputation, also continues to grow. From practically the first day that we start studying to become cybersecurity professionals, we're taught that risk exposure is equal to impact times likelihood. So the key to minimizing risk is by pulling on the 2 levers of impact and likelihood, by identifying and prioritizing risk events, and measuring the performance of risk treatment plans. This is ultimately what the C-suite cares about. They largely don't care about the technology solutions used to minimize risk. Organizations can't secure all the things all the time, and more importantly, they shouldn't, because it's not an effective use of their capital. Leadership must ultimately assess risk and determine the best course of action after factoring in business goals, the criticality of specific assets, risk appetite, and risk tolerance. It is critical to elevate the awareness of cyber risks to the enterprise risk management team or to senior leadership in smaller organizations in such a manner so that each risk easily aligns to other enterprise risks. This provides a composite view of risk to leadership that aids them to identify conflicting risk, highlight, aggregate, and correlate common risk across business units, and to create a risk taxonomy used across the organization. C-suite leadership will largely ignore any talk about a CVSS score, which measures the technical severity of a vulnerability. However, they will certainly listen to you when you can paint a picture of how that vulnerability, along with the likelihood of it being exploited, will materially impact the company's financials and reputation. Presenting cybersecurity risks in such a manner ensures that the risks are more readily evaluated and acknowledged alongside other organizational risks that the C-suite cares about. In the upcoming weeks, I will discuss how to do all of this as I dissect the 5 COSO performance principles, which are: identifies risk, assesses the severity of risk, prioritizes risk, implements risk responses, and develops a portfolio view. In the next video, I'll dig into the first one of identifies risk. As always, I love your comments and feedbacks. Please leave them. And if you want to have a direct conversation, just let me know and we'll set something up. Have a great week.